We've all experienced having a word on the tip of our tongue, but not being able to find it and use it when we need it. This happened to me the other day when I was cooking something. I needed my whisk. I was asking my husband to pass it to me, but then I couldn't think of the word, and there was some time pressure there because if I didn't get whisking really quickly, everything was going to be lumpy and start to burn. But I couldn't think of the word in the moment, and our kids experience this fairly often sometimes, and it can be so frustrating. They might just decide, oh, forget it, I can't think of the word, I'm just going to abandon this attempt to communicate. Maybe they'll get angry, maybe they'll keep on trying, but you actually don't really know what they're saying because they can't find the words that they need in the moment. So that's why we've created this poster for you with helpful strategies to help you find the word in the moment. So we've got a number of different strategies, and you'll figure out what resonates most with your child. It's actually great after you've tried using some of them to have a conversation with your child to help them really think about their own thinking. So which strategy was most helpful for me? Were there some strategies on here that weren't useful at all? Thinking about this will actually help cement what they've learned so that the next time that they experience word finding difficulty, they might be more likely to remember the strategy that worked for them before. So we've got a number of different ones in there. I love visualizing, so closing your eyes and getting a picture in your mind of what that item is that you're trying to say. And this doesn't work for all words, right? But for nouns and verbs, this can be pretty effective. For some nouns, other ones like justice, that can be a little bit trickier, but sometimes this strategy is useful. Another great one is naming the category that it's in. So when I was trying to find the whisk, I could say, oh, it's something, that a kitchen utensil that we use in the kitchen. So that could help me get started. I could describe it, that it's got this metal handle and it's got all these smaller metal pieces. And so on. I could act out whisking. I didn't have time to draw a picture in the moment, so that strategy wouldn't have worked. I could talk about the size. I could say again, that thing that I use when I'm trying to get the lumps out of the gravy. It starts with a W sound if I knew it. Or I can name other things that are associated with it. So I think it's something in the drawer with the spatulas and the tongs and so on. So when we use those strategies, and hopefully we wouldn't need very many of them, it can help activate the area of our brain where we've stored that word. So helping your child practice this can be really, really, really helpful because then they can start to have more independence, less frustration because they know what they can do when they experience this difficulty. And then their communication will be that much more effective. So I hope you find this poster really helpful. And I hope you also take opportunity when you're with your child, say for the 10-minute drive to the pool or any time that you have just where you can't really get much else done. Take advantage of those moments, like when you're driving in the car, and practice category games to help your child store words more efficiently in their mental dictionary so that next time it's easier to find the word without even needing to use any strategies. So I love category games where we say, okay, let's see if we can think of as many sea animals as possible, and we start naming them out. Okay, let's see if we can think of as many sea animals as possible that are found in cold water, like the Arctic area, right? So we can even narrow it down to a different subcategory to be a little bit more specific. Those games can really, really help our kids store those words efficiently, like I said. Another way to kind of flip it over is to say, okay, I'm going to list out a number of items and I want to see if you can tell me what category those items are in. So I'm thinking of hot chocolate, coffee, Pepsi, sparkling water, orange juice. See if your kid can come up with, oh, I know what that group's called. It's called drinks or beverages. So there's lots of activities. I've got a few more listed in the email, but a lot of activities that you can use to help your child when they're experiencing word finding difficulty and to be proactive and help them store those words in their brain efficiently so that the next time they may not actually experience word finding difficulty because it's easier for them to find that word. I hope this is helpful.